Aquí ando con estos pendejos que dicen que me quieren deportar. ¿Qué quieren, bolas de vergas, Este güey se me acercó y cómo pestaba este güey, no manches. Quítense la verga que estoy aquí manejando el pinche tractor para encebrar, para que coman ustedes y sus pinches niños y aquí andan aquí chingando la verga.
Look, we're trying to take this easy, all right? Don't make this harder than what it is, man.
Do you know what get down means?
Pinche gordo. Vete para allá. Aquí ando trabajando, aquí andan chingando. Váyanse para allá.
Look, just please put the camera down, make it easier. Okay?
Look, bro.
No hablo inglés,
You need to chill the out.
TikTok user GGrox1 gave us the video of the day evading CBP.
No hablo inglés.
Dude,
I do speak English. Matter of fact, my English is probably better than theirs.
you
Ano
over here.
tawag ko tro itswad nga.
What? He's
O
fucking-
ka.
You see what
So I was actually trying to say a phrase in Japanese, ore no koto watsurenai, but it came out sounding like German for some reason.
I mean? These guys just us all the time, and what they do is pull out their phone. Hopefully, thinking that someone's in the back.
¡Chao! Y se marchó. Y a su barco le llamó Libertad. Y en el cielo descubrió. I can run for days.
Look, it's a hilarious outcome regardless, although even with these videos,
to hear President Trump and Vice President Vance and his whole, his all of the people that he has around him talk about what is coming, but also the recognition of, hey, we gotta make sure that we do this right. Now, this is where we get into interesting stuff here, because part of this meeting was to talk about Andrew Giuliani, who has now been put in charge as the point person and the leader when it comes to this task force, and to talk about what needs to be done. And everybody kind of said the right things, but the reality is this: it is a political opportunity, it's a financial opportunity, it's a cultural opportunity, and by the way, a responsibility that we cannot afford to waste. It's an advertisement to the world, and not for nothing, but during our nation's 250th birthday celebration. The reality is that our president, in this case, Donald Trump, our sport, soccer, and our country, and we as Americans, we're going to be judged through the lens of this World Cup in the summer of 2026. And so our success, and guess what? Our failure, whether it's on or off the field, is going to be kind of part of that legacy, and certainly that advertisement to the world.
this guy has a take. When he's not glazing the president with tweets like this, although to be clear, when Chelsea FC won the FIFA Club World Cup, Trump made his way to the stage for the trophy presentation, and Blues players were rather confused by his presence. Trump would refuse to be ushered off the stage, and the players would eventually box him out. He's not the soccer president, Alexi. He's a nuisance. Thus, when Lalas spoke with Politico, right, the outlet brought up those ICE raids that are going down right now in this country. I mean, look at the perception that people have of where America is right now as we're talking about it, less than a year away from the World Cup. While I can disagree with that perception, it doesn't mean that it's not valid and it's not out there in terms of the way people view the United States. If what they are seeing, what they are reading, turns them off from taking that vacation through the World Cup, that is a problem. I want to try to change that perception to the extent that I can. If you want to support your country and you want to support your team and you pass the vetting process, you are going to have a wonderful time. And then hopefully that message is brought back. And so we can start to change some of that perception out there. But I'm not denying the fact that there are negative perceptions of what America is now out there. Let me be clear to Lalas and others, right? Do you think you're changing this guy's mind?
And I will say, before I turn it over to the next speaker, that of course everybody is welcome to come and see this incredible event. I know we'll have visitors probably from close to 100 countries. We want them to come, we want them to celebrate, we want them to watch the game, but when the time is up, they'll have to go home. Otherwise, they'll have to talk to Secretary Noem, who I'll turn it over to now.
Because you're not, of course. In addition,
shares of Geo Group and CoreCivic rose more than 50% since the election.
I've worked at CoreCivic for 32 years, and this is truly one of the most exciting periods in my career with the company.
Meet CoreCivic and Geo Group, the two publicly traded companies that have come to dominate the private prison industry.
Private prison companies, mainly Geo Group and CoreCivic, are champing at the bit at their prospects for big profits in 2025.
CoreCivic CEO Damon Hinninger is estimated to be worth over $20 million. In 2023, he got paid over 96 times the average CoreCivic employee.
Geo Group and CoreCivic collectively donated at least $1.5 million to Donald Trump's re-election campaign, an inaugural committee, with lots of individual donations by both companies' top brass. In 2025, the federal government has $2.9 billion in contracts with Geo Group and its subsidiaries. That's double the amount in 2024. CoreCivic has $3.6 billion in obligations, astronomically higher than any previous year. And President Trump's Attorney General Pam Bondi lobbied for Geo Group. With so many conflicts of interest and so much money involved, standing up to these corporations is incredibly daunting.
it is small, obviously, but it is a good thing that Alexi is saying that it's actually a reality. I know that's how far we have fallen to even acknowledge it, but his word salad is because he can't go too hard on a guy that he loves and also that he is like an ambassador for when it comes to the World Cup. So with all of that being said, let's be clear. People are terrified to come here for the World Cup because they know everything that is going down. They have seen everything that is going down. None of this is a positive. And you know what? If it takes Alexi Lalas going in front of the president and saying, dude, you got to tone it down. All of this is very bad. And he does it when the problem is corporate interests go directly against that.